Got one. Oh, look at that. That's a crappie. That's what I was wanting to get. Look at that, buddy. That is not a bad one. I can make a sandwich out of that for sure. Yes, sir. Crappie, crappie. Do some sandwich sauce and a giant sandwich sauce for sure. Well, it turns out I don't have the screw that goes on my little chesty here to hold the camera, so I'm gonna have to try and prop it up somewhere. Already not starting out so great, but I'll show you what I got. Got medium shiners there, about a 1/4 pound. It's bait up. Oh, I didn't realize the camera fell. Sorry, guys. Pole's all tangled up. There we go. Maybe. There it is. Alright. So this is just a little Zebco hot cast. Light duty. I got a double hook rig on this thing, weight on the bottom. Use a little shiner. I'm gonna hook it on the back about right here. About like that. I'm gonna put one more on this. In the same spot. Kind of deep, pretty close there. Alright, I'm gonna get this other one baited up and get it out. Maybe we'll throw a lure or something. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see it, but I got one bobber right out there, one right over there. Kind of deep right off these rocks here. Hopefully we can catch something going on through here. This is a old creek channel that runs through here, and then it runs underneath the road and into the main lake. So it's got some depth to it. Again, like I said, it's kind of chilly out this morning. Cloud cover. I don't know if anything's biting today or not. Oh, that looks like I might be getting a bite on that, or had one maybe. Started to pull it back a little bit. I guess only time will tell. I didn't bring my freaking tripod or anything today, so I didn't really feel like carrying it all the way down here because it's a good walk. Somewhere up in there is the truck, and I was going to use my chesty, or my chest mount, whatever you want to call it, but I didn't realize I didn't have the screw that holds the camera onto it. So that kind of sucks. Maybe it's back in the truck, I don't know, or maybe it's at home. Hopefully I can find it. before next time anyway. But a little windy too. Wind's coming out of the south, which is that direction over there towards the road. I probably should go up to the truck and get my hoodie and maybe look for my the screw for my chest mount. I don't feel like walking back up there though. It's a good little walk. I might do that. We'll see what happens. Well, I broke down, went to the truck and got my hoodie. Found the pin and the screw for my chest mount, so here we are. Our bobber's in the water still. I was kind of expecting, at least hoping not, my bobbers, one of my poles to be gone, but they're both still here, so that's good. I'm assuming we didn't get any bites while I was up there. I need to get a boat. That way I can find the fish year round. It's still early spring. I mean, it just turned spring a few days ago. So, what's today? The 28th, March 28th. Still cold, water's still cold. Fish are still mostly deep. I did the other day, I didn't take my camera, but on the other side of that road, caught a sand bass. Just one though. That means they're starting to move up, but not quite there yet. Soon it'll be fish on. I think next month, well, it's almost April anyway, but towards the end of next month, the crappie and sand bass ought to be biting excellent in this part of the state. At least I hope. Alright guys, I'm gonna just toss this little jig around. Oh, I got one. Oh, dang. Hopefully y'all saw that. Something was taking off with my pole. And it took off with my bait. Dang, I didn't get it in time. Let's rebait and try that again. What I did just a second ago is I moved my bobber down a little bit to where I'm fishing a little shallower. So instead of about 3 feet, I'm fishing about a foot and a half. And I didn't cast out as far. I was just right out here. So let's try that again. What I get for not paying attention, huh? Hopefully y'all can see my bobber out there. Let's try it. Oh, I'm getting a bite. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a crack in these two rocks right down here under the water. And I think that's where fish are hiding. Could be wrong. just give it a minute to sit here and watch. Oh, getting a bite. Getting a bite. Well, wherever it was small. I'll sit here and hold it this time. It's not quite taking the bobber all the way under. Oh, got one. Look at that. Oh yeah, buddy. We got us a bass. It's a fishing video. That's a largemouth, small one, but we got us a fishy. Nope, my chesty came undone. Come on, hold still. All right, ladies and gents, we have a fish. Very small largemouth bass, but a little too small to keep, so we're going to throw them back. Oh, I'm getting another bite on this one over here. Yeah, we got one, but my reel ain't working. Another smallmouth, or another largemouth bass. Oh crap! Y'all see him? I'm gonna step on his tail and grab his mouth. I think I found the largemouth bass spot. Hold still. Hold still. I don't want to get finned. Oh, there he goes. Maybe. Got him. That's a little bigger than the last one. I think I found the largemouth bass spot. That's two in a few minutes. Back in there. All right, I gotta fix this chesty and rebait. All right, guys, I got baited back up. Let's see if we can catch another one. Even the same one is still fun, but I figured out what was going on with this second pole that I caught a fish on. For whatever reason, the line was just spinning on the spool. Well, I recently restrung these poles before this fishing season started, and I guess I didn't get it tight enough when I restrung them, and it was just spinning on the spool. I couldn't reel it in, so I had to cast way out there and then pull my line out until it tightened up. Once it tightened up, I was able to reel it in. I'm gonna resituate this one. It's moving a little too far over there. I'll hang on to this for a second. They seem to, the bass seem to be hanging around these rocks right here, because I didn't get a bite on that other one until it got closer to these rocks. I bet those two learned their lesson, I'm sure. We'll find out though. Be fun if they both hit again. On this pole I got in my hand, I'm only running one bait with the weight above the hook. On that other one, I'm running a double leader, double hook with the weight at the bottom. And so far, I've caught a bass on both of them. Again, I'm using medium shiners from the bait store. If you're ever in around Keystone Lake in Oklahoma, go check out Woody's Bait and Tackle. No, they're not paying me to say that. No, I don't have any sponsors. But Woody's Bait's been around longer than I've been alive. It's a great place, great people. So check them out. They got a good selection of all kinds of stuff. If I'm not mistaken, they're also the leading striper outfitters, riggers in the state. You know, they got everything you need for striper fishing. Plus plenty of other stuff, catfish stuff, crappie stuff. Oh, got one. Oh, I had one. Dang. I don't know if y'all saw that. Took my bobber under. Maybe I should have waited a second. Let's try it again. Yeah, whatever it is, they're hanging out right here between these cracks and these big rocks right here. Oh, there he goes. Oh, take it, take it, take it. Y'all see it? Hopefully y'all can see my bobber. Oh, I had it. I got my other line though now. That's funny. Not really, but I kind of hate it whenever stuff gets tangled up. Irritating for sure. There, I got it loose. Maybe. And now it's wrapped around my hand. There we go. Now I gotta rebait this. Took my bait. I'm gonna get this other pole out of the way. Get it cast back over where I had it. Y'all see the 2 rig I got set up there? I'm gonna cast it back over here. And I'm gonna rebait this one and fish between them rocks there. Now if y'all fish with minnows, you can go down to Walmart and get you one of these buckets. I think the buckets, insulated buckets, are like 10 bucks. And then the battery operated aerator, I think it was about 10 or a little more. It was under 20. So for less than 30 bucks you can have you a portable live well for your minnows. And I've run that thing for nearly 2 days straight with 2 D-size batteries, and it's still going strong. So let's see if we can get between these rocks here and get that fish that was just took our bait. Nothing yet. We gotta say, here, fishy, fishy. Well, I got my rod and I've got my bait. All I gotta do is sit here and wait. If that's how that song goes, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna put this down for a minute. I got a bite. Got one. Oh, no I don't. He bit it, started taking it, but I don't have it. Let's see what happens here. Now, I'm gonna eat my snack, drink some water. Got one. Oh, look at that. That's a crappie. That's what I was wanting to get. Look at that, buddy. That is not a bad one. I can make a sandwich out of that for sure. Yes, sir. Crappie, crappie. It's decent sandwich size. Ain't no giant, but sandwich size for sure. I'm not keeping fish today. Just out here for a little fun. I got to run to town here in a couple hours, so don't have time to go home and clean them. Get them in the fridge. Alright, let me rebait this one again and get it back out there. That was pretty cool. It's the first crappie I've caught in a while. I think a few years to be exact. Oh, I'm getting a bite already over here. Well, I had a bite. He took my bait. Anyway, as I was saying, it's the first crappie I've caught in a few years, I think. I haven't done much crappie fishing, at least last year anyway. I did a lot of catfishing. Got to mix it up this year. More content for the channel. Alright, keep an eye on that one because it's right in the same spot I just caught that crappie. Something I've learned about crappie fishing, it's not always about the right spot. Sometimes it's about the right depth. You have crappie all around your bait, but if it ain't presented just right to them things, they may not hit it. They are picky for sure. Right depth, right color, the right brightness outside, you know. Sometimes they are picky. I'm gonna move this one away from that one. That's just my experience with them though. And like most fish, they prefer live baits. I'm surprised I caught largemouth on minnows. It's not the first time, but usually when you hear somebody catching largemouth, they're using some kind of lure, frog, something. Oh, got one. Got one. Don't get off. I can't. Oh, look at that. It's just a video of all kinds of stuff. This is a sunfish. We call them perch where I live here in Oklahoma. And people call them sunfish, panfish, bluegill, whatever you want to call them. I call them all perch. It's just a mixture of all kinds of stuff today, isn't it? That is a good sign. It is spring. Uh-oh, I hooked my shirt. There we go. Let's rebait, see what else we can catch. If I could stop dropping those squiggly minerals. Another thing that surprised me is catching bluegill on minnows. I usually use worms for those. I mean, today's not the first time I've caught bluegill on a minnow, but the first time I did catch one on a minnow, I was kind of surprised. But I guess now we just sit here and wait. A big bite on this one. Took my bobber under and I didn't get to it in time. And it took one of my minnows too. Dang. I was busy reeling this one in and casting it back out. Let's see if I can get whatever that was to bite again on this other minnow. This is where it gets a little crazy. Is when I gotta watch 2 freaking poles or more with bobbers. Catfishing is not that bad because I can just throw them out and set them and forget it. Usually with those circle hooks, they hook themselves, but. And while I'm holding the pole, of course, nothing's gonna bite. Seems how they only bite when you're not paying attention. Yeah, I'll put another minnow on this one and throw it back out there and try to get it in the same spot. And it was just that. Hopefully whatever that was will come back or tell his friends that there's food over here. Now see, I don't know if that thing will hold still, but just behind the gut pocket is where I'm hooking him. I think I hooked that one a little too far forward, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. About right there is where it was. Hopefully y'all can see that bobber. I'll set her down there and wait for a minute. Bite there. Take off with it, buddy. Pull that bobber under again so I can hook you this time. And you ain't going for it yet. I'm gonna cast back out and put it right back over there. In my personal experience, especially on this lake, Lake Keystone, I've had my best luck for everything that's not catfish around rocks. Like if I want to go and I want to get me some perch for bait, I'll go and I'll get me a little thing of worms from Walmart or the bait store or something, and I'll come and fish around rocks and I'll catch all kinds of perch. And I've caught largemouth bass, I've caught smallmouth bass, I've caught sand bass, I've caught white, you know, the, what do they call those, white perch. I don't know what they really are. White perch, small sand bass, whatever you want to call them. I've caught striper, all kinds of stuff around rocks. And the thing is you got to find you some rocks that are protruding into the water, like these, that drop off real deep at the edge of them. You know, the little fish like to hide in the crevices and stuff around rocks. You know, crappie-like structure, of course. You know, I've noticed that perch, you know, like structure and stuff too. So anytime I want to go and I don't go and buy perch for bait. You know, our local bait store, Woody's Bait and Tackle, they sell perch, but you know, I don't buy them. I'll buy me a cheap thing of worms and I'll go catch my own perch. And sometimes when I just want to go fishing for fun, you know, I'll go get some worms and sit around rocks and catch perch. Just catch and release if I don't feel like using them for bait. And the rocks ain't, structure's not strictly a panfish thing. You know, I've caught bass and all kinds of stuff around structure, rocks, culverts, trees, submerged trees. But I've had most of my luck for everything except catfish around rocks. I'm gonna move this one a little deeper. And of course it paid off again today too, the whole fishing around rocks thing. All right, time to wait again. Getting a bite on this one, there was. Thought it was. Yeah, bait's still there. I switched the poles around. I got the single hook on this side now and the double hook out there. See what happens. Saw a decent sized fish jump out there. Striper or largemouth probably. I think the water's a little too cold for gar to be up shallow just yet. But the gar like to roll around top water when it's warm. Yeah, it seems like it died off though. I mean, hopefully we get another one soon. Still got an hour, for a little more than an hour before I gotta take off. We'll see what happens. Crap, I just had a good sized fish. Hopefully you guys seen that. Let's get back at it. I'm gonna try that again. At least I hope it was a fish and not a turtle. Right there. Please come back, because that was the biggest fish of the day so far. Hey, looks like the sun's coming out. Oh, I got a bite on this one. We got one. What we got? We got a sand bass. Oh, crap. Hold still now. It's just an all kinds of fish day. Caught 3 different kinds of fish so far. And this one might be a butt to get out. There we go. A little sand bass. Y'all see it? Let's get it on back. There she goes. Alright, both my baits are gone on this one. Let's bait it back up, try to keep an eye on that other bobber. Can the box. Sorry for the poor angles, guys. I'll throw this one right back out there where it was. And we'll catch another sand bass. Move this one back where I just had that big bite. Somewhere in there. Dang, I wish I would have landed that one. That was the biggest fish of the day for sure. And it got off as I got it to the top of the water. Well, hopefully it comes back. Got something messing with it, I think. Well, maybe not. Thought it was, but hard to tell in the wind. Nope, stuck on a rock. I'm gonna see if I can finagle it loose. There it goes. Catch right here. Seems to be a lot of fish right out here. That's where I caught those bass. The crappie was right over there a little bit, but that's where I had that big bite just a minute ago too, was right out here. And it was heavy, but my hook popped off as soon as I got it to the top of the water. I couldn't tell what it was. try a hair deeper. Come back over here. Those rocks over there are kind of slippery. Geese are flying back north. Good sign for the weather. Guess we'll sit here and wait. Getting a bite. It was. Had a little nibble anyway. This one right out here. Another method I like to use is I'll cast out farther than I need to and slowly reel back in. It helps keep from scaring the fish too much. At least my opinion anyway. Sometimes it works. Sometimes I'll give it a little pull, kind of flick that minnow around. Don't really have to worry about that too much with these waves, little waves that we have in the wind. The bite surely has died down. Sun keeps playing peekaboo with the clouds. Supposed to be cloudy all day. Wind's supposed to pick up here in a couple hours. I've never had a whole lot of luck when it's windy or too windy. Again, guys, I apologize for not making any videos for a little while. Weather's starting to warm back up. Hunting season's over. So, well, spring turkey season's in a couple of weeks. I might see about making a video then. Hopefully we can get us a turkey. Good turkey hunt going on the video. But, that only lasts for about a month. And then fishing season is on, so I'm gonna do my best to get out to the water every chance I can, make some more videos for you guys. Glad to be able to share my experiences with you. Uh-oh, I'm getting a bite over there. Oh, I got a decent one. Ah, that's the biggest one of the day. Nope, maybe. That's a good crappie though. Yeah, that's a good size crappie. That's bigger than that other one for sure. Tricky. Get this hook out of his mouth. Yeah, that is a sandwich. Maybe two. Yeah, it might be it's a little bigger than the last crappie. This is awesome. They are moving shallow for sure. I think too shallow over there. It's at least 3 or 4 feet deep. maybe 5 or more. But that is a pretty fish. Boy, look at the colors on that. Well, let's get him back. If I were keeping fish, that thing would be going home with me. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, nothing. Alright, I'll cast this back out. Now the wind's starting to pick up already. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm glad to be able to share these experiences with you guys. I love to fish. Sometimes I feel like I was born to fish. Hopefully, my ultimate goal is to soon get a boat and not only make some better fishing videos more often, but also maybe become a local guide. Love to fish. If I could get paid to do what I love, I'd be the happiest man in the world. Of course, it takes a lot of time and effort to be a good guide. But I've put in a lot of time and effort at many jobs that I did not enjoy, so I can imagine how much effort and time I'd put into doing something I love to do. Hopefully someday soon. I'm gonna throw this right back over there where it was. And pull this one back over this way. I'm gonna go shallower with this one. Seems like I was getting more bites as it was shallower. We'll just see what happens here. Man, I love doing this. As I'm sure many of you do too. Otherwise you wouldn't be watching my videos, right? By the way, I do appreciate you watching the videos. If you feel like it, give it a thumbs up, like it. If you like the videos that much, share them with your friends, family, other fishing buddies. You know, I'm not trying to get rich making videos or none of that stuff. I just like making them and like sharing my experiences and my knowledge. So, if it one day it pays, then hey, that'd be awesome too. But either way, appreciate you watching. I think I'm gonna call it a day soon. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes. I still got 45 minutes before I gotta leave. Set a bite on this one. Let's see what happens with it. Didn't quite take the bobber under, but I started pulling on it a little. Pretty good sized minnow on that one, so if it's a little perch or something, it probably won't be able to fit the whole thing in its mouth. I'll just cast it back out here, I guess. Alright guys, that was fun, but it's time for me to get going. The wind's picking up. There's been sprinkling off and on for the last 20 minutes. The bite died down. It's like I get here and then nothing, and all of a sudden everything's biting. And then just as soon as they started biting, they quit biting. Had a few good bites. I hooked onto something that was pretty good size. Probably the biggest fish all day if I'd landed it. But that's how it goes. Sometimes you got that one that got away. I got a few stories like that, but anyway, I got stuff I gotta go do. Can't fish all day, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Appreciate you guys watching. You know, if you liked the video, you know, feel free to give it a like on YouTube, share it with your friends. Maybe they'll like it too, who knows. I'm glad I'm able to share these videos with you. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm glad I'm able to share my experiences with you and my knowledge, whatever knowledge that may be. Most of you probably have the same or better knowledge than I have, I don't know. But it's been a fun day. Caught a few fish and a few different species, and fun few hours. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, like it, share it, comment. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you want me to target next, and I'll try to target that. And yeah, the fishing season's just starting, so hopefully there's quite a few more videos for you. Anyway, remember, can't catch fish if you don't get a line wet. So get out there, guys. Thank you.